Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with another reading for the second half of March 2017. And I just wanted to let you know how I'm going about this the reading this time round. And as always, I will use my VERA SIBILLA deck, and I'll be using this first off this time. And then I have a deck that warrants a bit of an explanation. I'll show you these cards one at a time as I tell you them. They're called the Tarot of the Mystical Spiral, and it was created by an Italian called Giovanni Pelosini, and the artwork is by a man called Giuseppe Palumbo, and the notion, the thread, the theme of the spiral is really something that that talks about nature. It goes through nature in all forms, from the macrocosm of the galaxies to the microcosm of our DNA, and the entire energy of the universe acts in helicoidal motion in some way. And of course, these laws are not really fully understood, as far as I understand myself, as far as I know, because what we usually remember and think of when we talk about and imagine the spiral, these are notions that have mystified alchemists, scientists, artists, mystics, and the traditions and myths in any continent talk about in some way or another the spiral, and in a symbolic language, in a semiotic way. And even in the mystical traditions, the great mystical traditions and esoteric mystical traditions of the West and the East, is inspired by the spiral. So come with me, and let's use this initiatory deck. This is an initiatory deck. It's the symbolism shows us, it talks about, it tells us about a path of initiation, and it invites us to make a quantum leap in our consciousness, and to go there among the sage, the wise men, and understand the secrets behind Gothic cathedrals, or invites us to dance with the dervishes, or the Maoris, and meditate with the yogi, or even go travel with the Vikings, and dragons, unicorns, and sphinxes, and minotaurs, with archangels, the Knights of the Templars, and try to find out the ancient the secrets of humanity and of life itself. So come with me, and we'll use this deck to clarify. And every time I pull the cards, I'll say what the card specifically means in this deck, and try to see if we can get clarification using that. So off we go to those readings, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Taurus. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a reading for the second half of March for you. I might have said February for Aries. I hope not. Let's see what the cards hold in store for you for the second half, from the 16th to the 31st of March, Taurus. March, Taurus. Yeah, thinking and hoping and dreaming. This is what I see you doing. There's a lot of pondering. There's a lot of posturing, pondering, thinking and talking, interacting. Let's see what that is all about. And there's a lot of moving from one idea to the other idea, leaving old ideas behind, starting to think in pairs, starting to think of what do I have to do to be able to be more harmonious with someone? And literally almost taking pen to paper, it seems, that you're saying, I have to do this, she likes this, he likes this, he doesn't like that, she likes this. And maybe I could do this, and if they like that, I will do this. Now, the focus card is viaggio, the trip, traveling, moving, changing. It does talk to change. Now, there is the end of the notion of being alone. Okay, there's the being alone is undesirable. The priest, the sacerdote, and ammalato, the ill one. And from a moment of transformation with the Vedovo, the death card, you will go to one of happiness in the heart. So the pattern there is very, very, very clear, very clear. But these are, it does bring a little bit of anxiety for you because of difficulties economically, because you're feeling that this is the sadness, the dispiacere and denaro, because your finances may not be up to par in order for you to offer that person something of stability, some kind of stability, and being literally going to live together or being together or taking it up one rung to the next level. You do feel, or the entrance card is the prison, and the Costanza is the outgoing card. The prisoners, this is just being a prisoner of your mind, and that leads into, however, changes that bring to an open mind with our Giovane Fanciulla, who is the virgin of the deck. Costanza is telling us in the end that the highermost on your mind is the difficulty, financial difficulty, your economic difficulty in this period of time. I'm going to take these this mystic spiral deck and see what the movement here is all about. Okay, well, I've got some interesting cards here. Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and then this King of Swords. Now, we've got a lot of thinking going on, The Queen of Swords here is the goddess Durga, who's showing her symbols, where among them you can see there is a shell. There's a shell of where there is a helix. There's that is the spiral in this card, and she talks of listening to another message, keeping yourself open, as the seashell gives us messages, to a higher power. You will be guided to know what you should be doing. The second one was this poor Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is under the Sphinx of Delphi. There is a person who was a bit not cautious, who desired defying the Sphinx. And this is the end that person made. But the King of Swords, so we have the Queen and the King of Swords, and this is indeed a couple. The King of Swords here is near a tombstone, and there is the curve of the tombstone. You can see the side there, where he is meditating on his own passing. And this is a couple. Now, it's very clear to me, emerging from the entire reading, that there's a couple here who are literally thinking of leaving their country, emigrating somewhere, going somewhere else, because of the economic difficulties that they're having and because they want to feed their dreams. It's a long shot, and this is a general reading, but this is coming out loud and clear for me. I don't know who this is geared toward, this message, but this is the idea. We have to leave before things get too messy, before we have no choice, before we have no chance, we have no opportunity, the King and Queen are saying. And they're reasoning it out. They're going from, when they have time, they get together and they talk about this. And this is pretty clear. I'm going down to the Casa. There is the Casa next to the Gran Consolazione, which does talk about an economic windfall that does not come. So let's see what these cards have to say. Okay, economic it is. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. Now, the Nine of Pentacles here is the goddess Flora on the stairs of a temple, and she has in her hand a cornucopia, a spiral cornucopia, and she talks of abundance. She talks of abundance, and here the six, where there's mirroring, they're mirroring each other. The Six of Wands are the Siena. There's in Siena every year in the summertime. There's a palio. There's an age-old tradition of horse race around the main square, and these are there's usually processions, and they wave flags, and this is victory for the victorious horse. And so that is victory. But what does this Five of Wands tell us? It's Athena that's sorry about that. Athena has transformed Arachne. And the problem here is that Arachne has become a spider, and the spider is starting to develop a spiral, as you can see. And this is the beginning for these two, King and Queen of Swords here, to begin thinking in grande, in abundance for their future. Let me take now these ebony runes to see what they have to add. Whoop. Whoa, where did they go? Here it is. And, nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Okay, it does talk about, with Isa, and right over the Donato card, it does talk about the need to distinguish your own way of thinking about your future with your companion. Okay, we come from a small town. Do we necessarily have to stay in this small town? Why can't we think of going to the big city? Why can't we think of going to another country? We live in the United States. Let's move to another country. How easy is that? How difficult is that? What would the problems be? The difficulties here are linked to Urus telling us that the foundations are giving way, and you can see that very clearly. But you've got a key here with Otava. You've got the key to your future in constantly thinking of wanting to do something bold, bright, and beautiful. What is it? Something favors the bold, or something. I can't remember the saying there. Now, strangely enough, there's the Rido Merkstave over the Viaggio card, which talks about a push-pull situation and wanting to go, but not wanting to. Can we? How much money do we have? Should we start putting money away? And that is talking about trying to get yourself organized. There is, on the part of both of these people involved, a desire to stay. Of course, that is the main idea, because that is causing concern, because you both like where you are now, but you cannot afford it. You will never be able to make it. This is what I'm, of course, this is a general reading again, so there's a message here for somebody, and what is coming out here is the need to break away right over the Vedovo, this need here, the rune need. And then I have Ing Vats, which talks about harmony. It talks about harmony if you are able to do this together and, give birth to this bright, bold, beautiful idea, Taurus. Namaste, my friends, until we read together again.